Hello everyone, my name is Isabella Hopkins, and today I will be speaking about the impact of nutrition on our health. Did you know that the South Carolina Department of Health reports that 8 million Americans suffer from an eating disorder? This means that 8 million people are not properly nourishing their body, and that is detrimental to not only your physical but mental health. To start off with basic knowledge of nutrition, the University of Minnesota provides a simple description of the importance of eating and giving our bodies the nutrition they need. Their explanation is that nutrients give our bodies instructions on how to function. When we deprive ourselves of instructions that our body craves in order to survive, everything can derail. Have you ever tried to assemble something that had instructions, but you said, "I don't need the instructions, I can just do it myself"? I know I have, and it's always ended in disaster and nothing like it was supposed to be. In this same type of instance, the person that is depriving themselves has the potential to be severely underweight, and that can cause detrimental problems down the road, including infertility and just hormonal imbalances. And when you think about that same thought process of not eating at all, and then consider people that do eat but don't eat things that are dense in nutrients, that poses the same problem, because if you're eating constantly things that don't have any nutrients, like junk food, which we all love junk food, but people don't get the nutrients they need from that. You do better to sit down with a plate of steamed vegetables than a bag of Doritos. It's just a balance with that kind of thing. That's, like I said, that's empty calories. You're not getting anything for the calories you're consuming. This is another form of deprivation, because our bodies do require each food group for a specific reason, and if we're not giving our bodies that, it can cause more problems for us down the road. Many diets that diet culture has presented to us cut out these food groups, such as carbs. Carbs are important for us. Protein is important, which a low-carb diet aims at protein, but carbs are also important to survival, and there's a very clear balance between each thing. According to the University of Minnesota, an unbalanced diet has the potential to resort to type 2 diabetes, obesity, heart disease, stroke, and certain cancers. And from my observation, our world has many issues with these things, and it's extremely prevalent that these are problems in our world. Could it be that each of these illnesses are directly related to a lack of nutrition? If that's the case, then it is a simple fix. If we can just adjust what's on our plates, then we could have a much healthier world. Another issue that is overlooked sometimes about the lack of nutrient is the mental health component that comes along with that. SF Gate reports that a study of teenaged females hospitalized for anorexia were considerably stunted in their growth compared to their nourished peers. If they're malnourished and cannot grow physically, their minds are in the same wavelength as that. So they are not getting the nutrients they need to grow physically or mentally, because their brains need food as well as their body. And when they stop eating and stop consuming an adequate amount of food, their bodies start eating away at any of the fat tissue that is available for it. And when they run out of fat to eat at, it starts on the muscle. And there comes a time where the muscle runs out, and then they go to the brain and start killing brain cells and eating them to try to survive. It's survival of the fittest, and that's what it goes after, is the brain. And I know sometimes people joke about it, but seriously, it's not good to lose brain cells. It can really create long-term cognitive developmental damage. Starvation also can create irritability, and that really easily leads to depression and cutting off from your family or friends, which is extremely heartbreaking, because it's for some people, over a body image issue, and that just completely clouds the love and care that they have for their friends and family, and it really creates hard times for a family. So I know you're probably wondering now, how can I avoid these problems? We've highlighted the problems. Now we just need to know how we can move forward and not have to deal with these. According to Harvard, a diet filled with vegetables, whole grains, fruit, protein, fats, and an adequate amount of water is the best way to maintain a healthy lifestyle. And it's also crucial to know that we're never going to achieve a perfect diet. It's impossible because we have God-given food on our earth that is here for us to enjoy. It's not all supposed to be a deprivation type thing. There's no such thing as the perfect diet, and it's important to include the foods that we know we need to have, but also make room for the good foods that we enjoy. It's important to not label anything as good or bad because it creates an unhealthy relationship, and it's never good to deprive yourself to the point that you are fearful of a certain food group. So, in saying all of those things, I appreciate you listening to me and hearing this topic that is very close to my heart. I think it's important that we make our world a safer atmosphere to be able to nourish our bodies without judgment from anyone, and so we can all have a healthy life mentally and physically. And again, I appreciate you listening to me, and I hope that this can reach someone that needs to hear it. Have a great day.